everybody? Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham News and Update show for Thursday, August 22nd. Yes, it is a Thursday, almost there to the weekend, which is great because that means we have a Wrexham football match on Saturday versus Reading. So it's awesome getting there too. Today, as you can see, it says the Parky Rules. It's a Parky-filled day of news, which is great. There's a lot going on. The leader has a couple things. There's a video article that we have out here today, which is kind of cool to see. So we're going to check on that. And, a couple of things happening. Apparently, a Manchester City midfielder might have checked into a hotel, which I don't know if it's true or not, but that just came through. We were talking about that in the Discord just now. But, some Parky news that I thought I wanted to get to today. It's today, talking about the team and earning your spot and things like that. People are going to have to go out on loan. Even today, Grimsby Town, Davis is playing today, which is helping his career out too. So we're going to get into that a little bit. But smash a like on the video, get involved in the chat, subscribe to the Local Pundit, and share if you haven't. We are on our way to 10,000 as we can. That's the goal. You hit 1,000. Let's hit 10,000. Let's dream big. So let's do that. And what else is going on? It's a slow news day, but we got a lot of stuff to talk about Parkinson. So let's dive into it. Get involved into the chat when you have time. Okay, this is Phil Parkinson. There was behind the leader today. He had a video interview. Let's see right here. Wrexham against Reading at the racecourse in League One. So this is him talking before the game.
Your playing career, winning promotions and Player of the Season awards. You must be looking forward to facing Reading.
Yeah, very much so. Really good club, very well run over the years. Some difficult times at the moment in terms of the takeover, but I'm sure that'll get resolved. They've been able to keep the squad together over the summer, which is a bonus for them.
Remember, they're in an embargo.
A lot of good young players in the team. I think sometimes when clubs go through troubled times, if you can keep the academy producing players, it helps you come through those times unscathed. And similar really when I was at Charlton. I remember there was a lot of problems in terms of takeover, no takeover, and financial problems, but the academy kind of kept really the status it needed to be to keep attracting players. And Reading have done a similar job. So they've had a good start of the season, good draw at Birmingham, obviously a great win against Wigan at the weekend. So it's going to be another real good test for us. But we're growing into the division. We've enjoyed the first week of the season. It seems it was a very busy week with the Sheffield United game in between the two league games. But we're looking forward to now preparing for the Reading game and giving it everything we've got again to keep our start going.
I like what he's saying there. And welcome in, by the way, Tess, how are you? Yo, and March 14, yo, hello. Both Local Pundit members, which is great. So thank you. Yeah, you can see he's very comfortable, relaxed, Parkinson. And, I should have got to the other article first for the Parky Rules, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Obviously, we do things in order and the right way. Of course we don't. But I like, growing into the division. He knows Reading. He used to play for Reading. I think there's a picture of him over here that I have here. I've been playing for Reading. There he is right there. There we go. That's him. He's a fan favorite at Reading. But you can see he's very calm, talking about, we had the two league games with the Sheffield United in the middle. But, he's running up into familiar faces, familiar foes, and I like what he just said. We're growing into the division, and I said that yesterday. I think we are going to grow into this division. I know we haven't fully fully mapped out our squad yet, but we'll talk about that. We'll just talk about the Parky Rules. Let's get back to this.
You won't get carried away at the start, but back at the racecourse, where we've enjoyed so much success over the last few years. You'll be looking forward to that game.
Yeah, I think the first game of the season was a very special atmosphere. And, we're looking for more of the same at the weekend. We've now got a few days preparation. Got a reserve game today. The lad's not involved.
Reserve game today.
Pitch. And
is that yesterday?
We've got to get the detail right in our preparation. No. And
it was yesterday.
Yeah, of course, going to go all out to get another 3 points. And, it's all about the picking the right team, getting the game plan in place right for this game. But listen, the lads are on a high after Sunday, even though we didn't win the game. I think it was more the whole occasion and the atmosphere. Going away from home, paying in front of 25,000. It was a real kind of day where we've arrived at League One, and we're ready for the challenges ahead.
Love it. Yes, Welsh-Techie says the last time Wrexham played Reading, Phil Parkinson was the midfielder for Reading. That's how long ago it was. I think it is. I think it says there Wrexham will 26 wait for over the win over Reading. I think it's 26 years ago. Is that right? In fact, Saturday will be the first time since September 2021, Alan Pardew's Reading ran out a 2-0 winner at the racecourse on their way to promotion, a side captained by a certain Phil Parkinson. There you go. There it is. That's the fact right there. 2001. Parkinson played a full 90 minutes previous season at the racecourse. Lee Trundle's goal, not enough to stop Brian Flynn's side going down 2-1, but he also played a 4-0 Reading. So, yes, he played at the Majestic. There it is. That's how long it's been. Welsh-Techie, absolutely right. That's how long ago it was. Jack of all trades. Hello, Wrexham friends. Greetings from Rotterdam, the Netherlands. How are you? Good to see you, Jack of all trades. Welcome, welcome. Going back to what Parkinson was saying there, too, growing into the division, getting there. Obviously, this might have been taped a couple days ago, talking about the midweek game that we have with the reserves that Bickerstaff hit for a hat trick. So, but he looks really confident, really comfortable, and we're going to be going back to places that he knows. This is his division. This is the EFL is where he strives, and which I think we're, like I said, I keep saying, we're going to rely on his shoulders to get us through some of the tough times. Now, moving on. So this is what the original thing I want to talk about here. What I really liked about the Parkinson, why it says the Parky Rules. And I know a lot of people talk about, like, want to try the new players getting in. Why haven't we seen Scar? Where's Seb's in there? Dobson's in there. Want to see more Rathbone. So just on the top of the loan, haven't read the article because I want to keep it fresh, but I have an idea what he's going to say. And I think this is really something we need to have cognizant of why the new players are going to grow into stature and get in there too. Goofy Splat says, in my opinion, Bickerstaff is better than Dalby. Hit the chat on that one. Goofy Splat just exploded in there. Let's see what happens. I'll actually leave that up. What do you think about that? And by the way, let me pause. Do you think he deserves to get on? Do you think Bickerstaff deserves to actually have a chance to get in there over Dalby? And why not? Or I think they both need to go out, but it's a great talking point. Goofy Splat, and good to have you in the chat. Welcome. And going back to this now, some of the Wrexham summer signings are playing a waiting game. There's Phil Parkinson. Remember the Parky Rules. It's stolen from the Jordan Rules, by the way, if any of you Chicago Bulls mid-90s fans. Some of Wrexham's summer signings have had to play the waiting game, but Phil Parkinson's players who helped deliver the second promotion in a row deserve to keep their place on merit. Okay, here we go. Buckle up here. After clinching the National League title following the record-breaking 22-23 campaign, the success story continued last term as the Reds finished runners-up in League Two. With Wrexham back-to-back into League One, into 19-year absent, Parkinson made 7 new additions. Arthur Okonkwo, who was already there, Dobson, Seb, have featured prominently in the first 2 games of the season. Now, Callum Burton, Lewis Brunt, Dan Scar, and Ollie Rathbone only starts came in the 4-2 Carabao Cup defeat against Sheffield United. But Parkinson has urged all of his players to be patient, putting the emphasis on the squad game and how everyone will be needed over the course of the campaign. That's why I still think we're going to be growing in stature, and these players are going to work themselves either in or out. Favoritism, maybe a little bit, it calls it merit. It's like they've earned their spot. They got us here. Let's see how long this lasts. Okay, quote, this is Parkinson said, all the lads got great spirit amongst them, and we are gradually integrating the new lads, which we have done before, says the Reds boss. Players who have come in and sometimes got to be patient because the lads who are playing did well for us last year. But all those lads are contributing, are ready and waiting for their opportunity as well. So let's take that on real quick. So do we agree with that? Do you feel like that's fair? You never want to. I'm on both fence. Listen, I agree. I think there is a merit part of it. Yes, those players did help us get up. If they're not performing, then they need to get out. So that's what I'm thinking. So if those players do not perform, those players need to be, swapped in for the players that can do. Now, right now, so far, we had a win. The loss doesn't count because I think that was more of an exercise in trying to get players minutes. And then the draw this past weekend, we saw some players that really are doing fairly well. Some players not, but they're keeping their position. So that's the thing about competition for positions and getting players in that are really talented. And that's the good thing about good competition. So part of that makes it seem like, okay, cool. I have to be patient. He says it's all about the squad depth, and the lads who did well for us deserve the opportunity, but everyone is going to be required throughout the course of the season. Our strength is our togetherness, and we'll keep that there. So now, and it makes a good point there as well. Our strength is our togetherness. I think there is a tight knit squad there. Obviously, the no dickhead rule is always in play with Parkinson. And if you think about it too, he's a great manager, very obviously really well liked by the team and the coaching staff. And Parkin is also a part of that as well. Keeping people happy. Let's see, but on merit, I kind of agree. You're not swapping everyone out to start some new players. We will see how this progresses as it goes. I think Dobson is a nailed-on starter every single time. He's fit in every single game. I don't, barring yellow cards, and maybe a bad hair day. I'm starting Dobson every time, and I'm starting to really like Rev. We got to find a way to make him fit into the squad. So the transfer window closes next Friday, and we'll be doing a live show during the transfer window on Friday too, the transfer deadline day show, which would be great. On the local pundit, first one here we're going to do. So excited about that. So I'll make sure everyone knows about it before we do that. Closes next Friday, although there won't be an abundance of new signings at the racecourse, but Parkinson hasn't ruled out adding to his squad, said. And he quotes, "We have done a lot of business," he added. Okay. If a deal falls into place, which suits all parties, then we may make an addition. But if not, we have got Paul Mullen coming back, and we're pleased with the strength of the squad. So put a little water on it where it's like, we need to go out and sign somebody. We need to go out and sign another striker. He said Mullen's come back. That's going to add to it. So, he's kind of tempering people's expectations right there. Very savvy there. It's like, he's also not going to give away all of his cards. So fair point to him. But let's see what happens. The window doesn't close till next Friday. We got, 9 days left. So let's see how it goes. Let's get into this conversation here in the chat. All right. Bickerstaff might be better than Dalby, but is not League One quality. We don't know that yet because he hasn't even played. Actually, both of them, neither one of them played. But good shout, Kim. How are you? Hey, guys. Good evening. HUZEV is in the house. And Parkinson is going to ship one or two more out. Have to. Kim, we have to. Play the best players, says Michael Wolf. There's a point to that, too. I think we're learning who our best players are going to be. It's too early in the season. I mean, Rathbone might be our best player. We don't even know it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a good shout, Michael Wolf, and I don't disagree. But I think he's trying not to piss off players and lose the dressing room. Not that he would so early on, although there was a sacking yesterday, so somebody already got sacked. I'm not sure who that was, but if you do know, put it in the chat. But so I agree with that. Winners win, so we got to play the winners. Goofy Splat says, "I agree, Kim. I agree, Kim. I only think this because Bickerstaff scored a hattie for the reserves, and Dalby has been having 20-plus minutes majority of the league, and I don't think he's come close to scoring. Now, it was a reserve match. Sorry, I was checking something out. It was a reserve match, but he did, so, I mean, I could probably go out and score a hat trick in the reserve match. Maybe not, but I'm just saying. So, but he is getting minutes. Dalby does not look threatening at all. So I'm going to put that out there. So we shall see. But it's a good shout. The Blackpool manager. Yes, the Blackpool manager got sacked. Okay, what is that? 2.5 games? 2 to 3 games? He won. I think that's the first one in all divisions. He's got to be the first one in all 4 divisions. Is that correct? Or 5 divisions, whatever it is. Yeah, 4 divisions. That's crazy. But good shout there. How you doing, Welsh Checky? Hope you're well. I think Welsh Checky's episode is out tomorrow, if I'm correct. Eat More Chips. I think I retweeted it to put it out there too for you guys. Not that I anything, but I think Welsh Checky's show is coming out tomorrow, so go check that out. And you can confirm that. The best player, play the best players is true, but the best team is more important. Combination of both. Neil Critchley. That's the guy. That's the Blackpool manager. Okay. Let's see. That is the first guy to get fired in all divisions in the all 4 English Premier League divisions. All right. What else we got going on here? Moving on. Okay. This kind of goes along with the article we were talking about there too, about naming of the squad. We'll have to submit a squad list when the window closes. So again, squeaky bum time. These need to be figured out. We will get some answers within the next few days. Preston in the championship active minutes. That's 2. It's 2. My money's on. My next one is on is on Wayne Rooney to be sacked. That's my number 3. So I don't know what the betting market is in that, but it's probably pretty good. But Welsh Dickie's in the house. What's going on? All right. Phil Parkinson says more players need to leave Wrexham before the transfer window closes to gain first-team football, so they're not left kicking their heels at the racecourse for the rest of the year. League One are limited to 22-man squad, which I absolutely think is ridiculous, like absolutely a ridiculous rule. Although that number does not include goalkeepers or players who are under the age of 21. I know why they want players to come through the ranks. I get it, but a 22-man squad list where it's already tough enough divisions, it's really tough. When you have a 24-man squad list in the Prem, things like that, it's just I don't agree with it. We should have a little bit more. I do understand why. I understand why. We need to get rid of the water. So could be splat. Yeah, I agree with that. The transfer window closes next Friday, August 31st. Parkinson will have to submit his squad to the EFL following the following month. After having added to the ranks, the night, anyone who fails to make the cut and still with Wrexham will only be able to feature in cup games until the clubs are allowed to change the squad list when the January transfer window opens. All right, so cup or until interesting there. So if they're not named at the 22, let's say it's Jacob Bendy, for example. Just using it as an example because he's not fully fit. He can still play in the cup games. Now, is Mendy a cup player? Is going to be a cup player for us? I don't know. That's a possibility, but that's something to get him back up to fitness wise. If we don't name him in the 22-man squad, that's something we might have to think about. Ashfield, I think he's young enough. So, things like that. There's Jenga pieces happening all over there too. So obviously I 100% believe that Mullen will be in the 22 no matter what. So, but a guy like a Mendy might not be in the 22. Maybe, I'm just saying, maybe a Brunt might not be. I don't know. We'll see. Everyone's locked until January. That's right. Yep. Even fell late, but here, how you doing? Football player league, audit league, football player audit league 1. Yes. Welcome. Sorry, I'm early. You're not late. I'm early. Again, there's always a moving target to get the show up. Just so you know, I'm doing my best to try to schedule them so everyone can watch. Hi, Banksy boy. Okay. Going on, he says midfielder Jordan Davies has already left to Grimsby Town today. He's playing in like an hour, in like 2 hours or so. Season-long loan, and Parkinson expects more to follow if they are not part of his plans and go in search of regular football elsewhere. So obviously, there's things moving behind the scenes. We have to get some things done. We have to move some players out. There may be 1 or 2 leaving before the window closes, said Phil Parkinson. It is a similar simulation to Jordan. There are certain players who need to now go and push for first-team places elsewhere, and that can happen before the window closes. I've been saying it. I think Dalby, Bickerstaff, and Billy Waters got to see him. I'm sure they're great people, but they got to move on. We have a lot. Again, we have a striker. I think we have a striker problem with too many strikers that aren't good enough to be our starting strikers. And they all have their issues. Like 37-year-old Fletcher's an impact player. Dalby. There's a list of things. JM's got to score his chances, and I do like the way he's playing. Can Palmer be consistent up front? I know he likes to play with Mullen. Is he consistent up front, and can he keep it out through the whole season? I don't know. We'll see. Going on to say the Welsh FA rules, after the window closes, we can't loan players out into the National League. So the ones who we are looking to go into that level have to go out before the window closes if they're going out at all. We have to get some work done. We absolutely have to get some work done. And that says it right there. They boxed us in. They absolutely boxed us in. Kim says, Ryan Lowe of Preston sort of quit as manager and has got fired from Preston. They wouldn't give him the players he asked for. Well, isn't that news? Don't get the players you asked for. You're going to quit. He probably saw the writing on the wall because he was not going to do it. Marie from SoCal, how are you? Good to see you. Who's a local pundit member. Are you watching the Grimsby game with Jordan Davis? I haven't decided yet. I need to go do a couple things. I really want to. I have about 2 hours to do this, to figure it out. I will let you know if I do. I want to do it. I have a couple things I need to sort out before I do that, but we shall see. We shall see. I'm 51-49 in favor. Okay, but thank you, Marie. Hope you're well. I do want to watch it though. If we don't find another striker, we can't send out all 3 of them. Got to keep them, at least one of them, for emergencies. That's true. That's true. There's going to be. I think we're going to get through the game Saturday. I think we're going to get through the game on Saturday, and we're going to, I think clock's turning. Not that they're not doing anything now, but the clock is turning. Guess we will have to leave the MMM. What's up, Nikki D? How you doing, man? Okay. All right. Going back to a couple of the articles here. Moving on. MMM. Okay. There's an Arthur Wrexham promotion winning players kept their place. Okay. Did that one. This is an Okonkwo one. I thought was pretty cool. And again, all about the leader. I get it. But it's good conversation, and they do great work. Richard Williams, who I would love for him to call me back so we can get him on the show, but he hasn't done that yet. There's AO, pleased with Wrexham's start to the season. Yeah, that's my guy. I'm so happy he stayed. First clean sheet of the season. Arthur Okonkwo knows it's much tougher for Wrexham in a higher division, but it doesn't mean the goalkeeper will be happy with consolidation this season. So remember that? No consolidation. I don't want it either. Phil Parkinson, runners up. Okonkwo, who made the move to the racecourse permanent in the summer after a successful loan spell in North Wales from Arsenal 23-24, isn't getting carried away, but the 22-year-old is setting his sights high. The manager, this is a quote from AO, the manager has brought in really good players, and we're definitely going for promotion this season. There you go, from his mouth. We're not going to stand back and try to stay in the league. We want to go for it as a team, and results like Sunday really help. We will aim to finish as high as possible, but it's a long season, and we can't focus on too much on what we are going to do to achieve in the end. Wrexham are unbeaten after 2 games. Hey, there you go. In the 3rd tier, and Okonkwo says the draw with Bolton, who were beaten by Oxford United last season's playoff final, is a huge boost heading into next game against Reading this Saturday at the racecourse. I think it's a great start, says Okonkwo. We just have to keep going. Who knows that the new number one, let me rephrase that. I'm going too fast there. It's a great start. We just have to keep going, said Okonkwo, who now has a new number 2 in Callum Burton. And Callum Burton's a good keeper. I like him. But it's a long season. We have to focus on the next game. We said it's not going to be easy in this league. We just have to churn out results game by game. It's going to be a battle. It is going to be a battle. But their mentality is we want to go up. We want to go up. Take it game by game. We want to go up. We want to go up. Every game this season is going to be difficult. Every team is good, and we are going to have to find ways to play against everyone. But we can't focus on too much on other teams. You have to focus on ourselves. Much in life as anything else. You have to focus on yourself. You can't always be. You can always, glance and see how things are going, but you got to focus on what's in front of you, what's ahead of you, and not worry about the teams. Again, Birmingham City signing everyone under the sun, haven't spent 20 million M's. That's what they can do. Let them do that. They might not gel. Injuries, maybe you get defeats, whatever. People are up to try to take them on because they're quote unquote a big club. Let them have that. We need to focus on what we need to do. Okonkwo went on to say, I'm really happy to assign permanently. It's now about racking up those clean sheets as much as we can, but most important thing is the results and how we perform as a team. Now, clean sheets are great. Clean sheets are great. We have to score goals. We cannot score. If we can't score goals, we're not going to win games. Our defense can be fantastic. Our keeping can be fantastic. We have to score goals. We have to put our shots away. Saw the comment about the VAT in the Discord. I guess that scuttled your plan for sending hats to the UK. I didn't. I saw it, but I didn't read it. It was at stupid o'clock this morning. What is it? What does that mean? I can't send 20 hats over to, for lack of a better word, somebody to sit there and then distribute them. I don't know. That sucks. I'll pay the tax. I'll pay the tax, whatever it is. Aaron says, "Hey guys, how you doing, Aaron? Good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're well." And what else here? The BBC Sport one here. Okay, there was one over here I wanted to get, but I guess not. I guess that wasn't the right one. Oh well. Anyways, tax. I know what the VAT is. I know what a VAT is. Value. I'll pay the tax. I have to pay the tax on the 20 if that's what I have to do. Let's see. Rumor says Wrexham are after free agent Stephen Humphreys. Yeah, there's been rumors about that for the strikers. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. But we'll find out. Sooner than later. Jake Robertson's house. Hello. I think whoever picks it up has to pay the tax. You'll have to ratify it. RAD. I'll pay the tax. I just want to get them over there, and get them so everyone can get them. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. Thank you very much. Hello, Jake. How are you? What else? Yeah. So, okay. This was out this morning too. Last one for the leader. Wrexham AFC just where is Ollie's best position for the Reds? This is a good one. This is an absolute banger. I like this one. I like Ollie's makeup. I like his intensity. I like the look of the player. We have not seen enough of Ollie Rathbone, which is why we're looking here. Is like, where is he going to play? We don't know yet, but good. Let's see what he says here in this article. The start of the season, it's time when the teams gel. Managers make adjustments to their side and see what some ideas, which look good on paper, don't work on the grass. Wrexham have started the season very well. The draw at Bolton Wanderers is a proof that we can live in the best with the best in the division. Still remains to be seen, but we're very competitive. Parkinson has plans to be successful. So far, on the first day of the season, he made one change at the starting 11, selected last summer's friendly, and so far, so stable. With some eye-catching signings yet to be assimilated into the starting lineup, we're in good place. One thing I've noticed in our last two away games fascinates me, though. Ladies and gentlemen, let's delve deeper into the curious case of Ollie Rathbone. Who wrote this? Mark Griffiths wrote this. That's why it's so good. All right, I like it. This is great. I don't know if we'll get through the whole article. We'll get through some of it, but it's already there. The unexpected element of the first two appearances for Wrexham is where we positioned him on the pitch. Last Sunday, at the 275th league appearance of his career, and all those came at the Championship at League One level. We signed this player. We're going to have to find a way to play him. We got to find a way to play him. So there we go. He showed off his quality and at a time at Bolton, where he cleared a corner off the line, had a chance to launch a break as the fall bell to Rathbone, 30 yards out from our goal, with two Bolton players looking to nick the ball off him. His composure on the ball as he sidestepped a challenge and brought him to play. Okay, let me try to. I don't want to. Rathbone isn't under the question. Start of the game. Okay, this is a bigger article than I thought, but let's just take it on for context here. Where is Ollie Rathbone? His best position? He looks very mobile. He looks to be energetic. He looks to be on the half turn and go. It doesn't score a lot of goals. He's not a striker, so he's a 10 or a second striker or an 8. I don't know if you could drop him back as a 6. We have a couple 6s that we already have there. So I don't know, but I want to see more of him. Yeah, what is his best position? Again, if you have it, go and check out this article. Let's see how this goes. But I want to get him on the pitch a little bit more and see where we can play him. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Ollie Rathbone doesn't start this weekend. Don't be surprised if he starts for maybe Andy, something like that. Let's see. Would you guys and gals be up for that? I might want to see that happen. I do. But the tax will be reduced for the bulk order, right? The price doubles after shipping tax, etc. This is what's going on in the chat here. I want to send about 20 to 50 hats over to Wrexham, to someone over there, a close friend of the channel, and have them for locals to have out there. Because getting a hat to Wrexham is like $28, 28 quid, and that's too much, and I don't want to do that. So I would front the money for the hats to get over there, and then pay the tax or whatever and the shipping. That's what we're talking about there. So we could talk about that a little more in the chat, in the Discord. It's good. I don't think we will get another striker. A to Z. Rumors have really died down, and Ollie Rathbone is a head scratcher so far. It's the hair. I like the hair too. And or is it Andy Cannon upgrade? All right. So that's what I'm saying. Don't be surprised if Ollie Rathbone doesn't start this weekend. I might start him. Not that Andy hasn't played great, but and we just talked. This kind of counterflips to the argument that Parkinson was playing people on merit. But we have to see these guys play, and it can't be for a 20-minute spell. We broke a record paying for this guy, Ollie, and we got to get him on the pitch somehow. Dobson's playing. Not that, like I said, Dobson's playing. I don't know. He won't play him over JM, I don't think. But he has come on for JM at some points later in the game. So we shall see. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ollie starts this weekend. I wouldn't be surprised. Cheaper to make hats there. No, I'm making the hats here. The hats are made locally in Los Angeles. There's a local that I use here. I just want to get the hats over to Wrexham. So the people that want hats, the local pundit hats do not have to pay for the shipping. I'll pay for the shipping, and then I can distribute there through certain people that we know. Thank you, Barry. Ollie Rathbone will 100% start. He needs 90 minutes. I think he's going to start this weekend. Jake Roberts says, no, I think Cannon is better. Maybe on the bench for Lee. Okay. That's not a bad shout either. I mean, will he sit Lee? He might. He might sit Lee. You never know. It's one of those two positions, though. We'll see. I think he's going to start, though. Just testing the waters. Just like how Barnett was dropped for Rev to test Rev's flexibility in the right wing back position. Yes. I don't think he's going to not go with that same 11 that we had last weekend. He might make some changes. Jake also goes on to say, I think the link up between Cannon and Barnett when they're put together, they do some special stuff. That's a possibility, too. Cannon, I was saying this the other day, too. I think that Cannon and Elliot Lee might cancel each other out a little bit. I know people think that they do different roles. I kind of think they do the same thing. I kind of think they're sort of the same player. Andy probably scores a little bit more, a few more goals. I think that Elliot Lee, because Elliot Lee was pushed up in the beginning of the season and scored goals, and it did a great job. Obviously, a League Two team of the season, and then Andy took a little bit forward moving space and was scoring more goals at the end. But sometimes I think they're kind of the same player. I don't know. I think we need to change up to midfield against Reading. That's just my thought. I don't know, but Lee isn't sitting, just like Mullis isn't sitting. Yeah, I know that. I know. I know, but we have to see some of these players, in my opinion. We got to try some things out. I think Lee is more important than Cannon, so Cannon gets dropped. Lee gets dropped sometimes. Cannon stays in the midfield and pushes up to the top. Lee has more skills than Cannon. Yeah, there's a lot. The good thing about this is we have great players to sort this out. So if you get a chance, like I said, I don't want to read the whole article for everybody because no one wants to listen to me talk all day. But go have this out, and it looks like a pretty deep dive article that Mark Griffiths did on the Leader. If you do get it, which is great. So check that out. But okay, it is Thursday now. It is Thursday. And the only rumor that I heard today, and this literally just happened right here, what we're saying, apparently this kid, and no, you confirm that it's Patty Power put it in the chat, that this kid might have checked into a hotel, which is the best one ever. We don't know. His name is what the hell's his name? Josh Adam. I don't know who he is. Scottish international, made his first, played for City in the academy. Remember, they just signed Salvio. He's 20 years old. Don't know much about him. If he checked in. He's a cam. He's not a striker. So, more depth that we need, I don't know. So again, rumors will run. So let's see what happens. What about switching to a square in the middle? Dobson, Cannon, Lee, Rathbone, only one striker. That's not a bad idea either. That's not a bad idea either. You could see that, but Parkinson like his 3-5-2. He really likes his 3-5-2. Aaron says Rathbone is a good midfielder in the championship last season. He should be playing. He will work himself into playing, in my opinion, as well. Like Bolton played games against us. Absolutely. Yep. Kim says, I think Cannon's contract extension and Rathbone signing soon after was just odd. I think the contract, the signing, the Cannon signature of him signing an extension was to give him, in my opinion, to give him we're not going to get rid of you. You're part of the team, kind of calming of the nerves in certain way. I don't know. I'm saying it wrong. Kind of a commitment to him. We're not going to put him aside signing Rathbone. That's what I think. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like we're making a commitment to you by extending your contract, and you're here with us. I think he's 29 though. I think Rathbone's 27. But it was like, hey, we're going to make a commitment to you. We're not just going to bring in a player and get rid of you. So I think that's part of it too. I'll try this in Football Manager. Hey, says Victor Rodriguez. Yes, happy you. James Foley. Hi, James Foley. Happy you too. Yeah, happy you too. I'll try it in EAFC 25 when we happen, which we'll probably do a career mode with EAFC 25 on the show, which will be fun. And hello from Poland. Hey, David Chapman. How you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. If you're new here, we are live every day with a news and update show and interviews and watch-alongs and fun stuff here. So lots to do. Just get into the season. Let's see. Put a link in the Discord with the transfers costs by club. With the list of transfer costs by club in League One. That's great. Happy you broke 1,000. Love from Ireland. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you very much, James Foley. I appreciate that. And it's credit to the great community and people loving the conversation and getting involved, which is great. So, all right, that is the news and update for today. I'll let you know if I'm going to do the Grimsby Town game, which is at 12 o'clock. So it's like in 90 minutes. Got to go get some things done. Tomorrow is a news and update and a preview show as well. Might be having someone on from Reading. And then Saturday morning, we have our watch along at 7 a.m. But we'll be on early for a pregame show, and then we do the Wrexham reaction afterwards too. So fun stuff. Would like to join the Discord server? Is it open? Yes, it is open. It is free. We do not charge for our Discord. It is a free. It is in the description, I believe. So go check that out. Will Ambell, how are you? Good to see you, brother. And Cannon is 28, Barnett's 24. There you go. Appreciate that. So. All right, that's the news and update for today. Discord is half price today. Discord is free. We do not charge for it. Charging for Discord, absolutely not. I will not do that. But yeah, I didn't know you could charge for Discord. I didn't know that. But somebody have told me that it is. You can charge for it. I'm not going to do that. That's insane. Okay. All right. So have a nice Thursday. I'll let you know if we're going to do the watch along. And on that bombshell, I will see you all soon.